Hey guys, what's up? Aina here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm an interior designer and style coach, and today I want to actually talk about decorating mistakes that will ruin your style and waste your money. This is all the design thinking that people get wrong, which will ruin their style, okay? Don't be cheap, okay? And I don't want you to confuse that for me to be saying that you need to spend tons of money that's outside of your budget in order to get some look to impress other people. That's never what I'm saying on this channel. The value in interior design is having a good eye. You get that over time, practicing, looking at images, trying things, sometimes making mistakes, but you cannot buy all of your furniture and every single accessory from Hobby Lobby, Amazon, Wayfair, Target, and expect yourself to have this beautiful, lived-in, elegant, timeless home. We need to bring in materials that are of good quality and that are gonna last and wear very well, and you're just not gonna get that if you're always shopping only based on price. In fact, people will often buy something because it's on sale, and then they'll bring it home and it's not even really the look that they wanted, and to me, that's just a complete loss of money. So I think it's much better to have a plan, have specific things that you want, from different price points, be willing to shop vintage, going to thrift stores, going to estate sales, garage sales. I mean, you can find so many things out there because the more sort of texture and diversity and quality that you have in your home, the more lived in and luxurious it's actually going to feel. Everybody is trying to decorate too fast. Everybody wants all the things all at once, and that is not how it works. And I know when you guys watch YouTube videos and you're seeing these makeovers done like I did with my kitchen, it looks like I made all of those paint selections real fast and I got it right and there was no design mistakes. That can feel really intimidating when you're watching it. The actual reality of how I decorated and figured out my kitchen and picked all those beautiful paint colors is that it took me about 3 weeks to a month to get the right color combination that I felt completely comfortable with before I started painting. So you wanna take your time. You wanna sample paint colors, you wanna live with them for a few days, you wanna collect textiles, you wanna think and brainstorm ideas. Part of what makes things work in a space is the scale, okay? Is the size. Is it gonna fit in my room? Is it gonna be too wide? There's flexibility. Not everything has to be like exact. You do need to actually like measure things, okay? I will mock up anything, honestly. I remember when I was trying to figure out the window treatments for this apartment, there are like 15 windows, which is a lot. I had a set of 4 cream silk drapes that were really pretty, and then I had like all these white linen drapes, which were lesser quality. Couldn't decide which ones look better. So I actually taped them to the wall and lived with them for a few days to see which color I preferred. I ended up getting rid of them both and doing a different solution. But I'm a visual person, and I know you guys are too, because sometimes it's hard to visualize just looking at your phone in your home and seeing if it's gonna work. Don't be afraid to take your existing furniture and move it around and sit in it for a while to see if that feels right. Those are all the things I do. That's part of the taking your time. But it will save you time and money in the end, because then when you're making a decision, you've kind of done your due diligence to see if that piece is going to work. Because the last thing you want to do is buy something and then it doesn't end up working because you didn't measure. Next one is not having a clear direction or inspiration. And I'm working with a lot of you guys in style sessions, and it's so much fun. Thank you so much for trusting me with that. But one thing I noticed is a lot of people don't send me Pinterest boards, or they don't have any points of inspiration. And I think it is important to have a point of inspiration, okay? Because if you literally are still trying to figure out what your style is, which is totally fine, you need to actually pull some images together so you can see what the commonalities are among those images, okay? So for my kitchen, the first inspiration that I started with was this blue kitchen. Obviously, I didn't get a blue kitchen at all. I did a color scheme that I kind of came up with on my own. But you can see actually there's some similarities. There's an element of glamour. I got the globe pendant lights. There's, kind of like a high shine, marble countertops, gold hardware. They're not the same kitchen, but from that point of inspiration, I knew I wanted to go on more of this like sort of glamorous, refined, yet classic look. So it's important to have some inspiration, even if it's ripping out magazine clippings. This this is something I personally learned, and because I chose a piece of art many years ago because of the colors. Photo of a bird, which I later realized was a pigeon. Not a very inspiring image, but I got it because it had a lot of turquoise in it. And you know what? I didn't end up really liking the art. You're never supposed to choose art because it matches your home. You're really supposed to choose it because the image inspires you. And that's why I didn't end up keeping that photograph. In fact, it really bothered me because every time I looked at it, I just thought of the $425 I wasted on a piece of art that I didn't love. And when you love something, it'll work in different rooms in your house. You can move it around. So don't choose things based only because they match your color scheme. It has to be something that actually really speaks to you. Would have been silly to me to paint just the kitchen cabinetry and not change the wall color or not put the purple contact paper on the counters. You kind of have to fix the things that are not working, even if it's a pain in the butt, because they're not going to go away and they're going to bother you. So you might as well bust out that paint can and paint those walls a different color. If it's not working, take your time and paint your samples. But the shell of your home is just as important as the stuff that you put in it. And if you build a room around something that you don't like, you're going to end up creating and decorating a room that you don't love. Okay, the next one is not doing the work. And I actually see this here on my comments sometimes on the YouTube channel, okay? Now, I try to share things as much as I can. Sometimes I don't share every resource that I have, just I don't want to. But a lot of times I think I am pretty forthcoming with where things are from and trying to give you guys as much free advice and guidance as I possibly can. But I remember when I did the wallpaper project in my laundry room pantry, and the whole video was about that I got the contact paper from the Dollar Tree. And so I got comments on the video of, please include the link to the contact paper from the Dollar Tree. Did you go to dollartree.com? I just told you where it was. Why can't you do that extra effort? Dollar Tree doesn't put all of their stuff online. I don't think I could link it. I would have if I could. But that just shows me that you're not willing to do the work. I gave you a concept. I gave you an idea. I told you where it was from. And now I still have to do more to look something up that would take you literally 5 seconds. That is not someone who truly loves design, okay? Some of that other legwork looks like finding something amazing on Craigslist and arranging someone with a truck to go help you move it, or finding a really great sideboard that has potential at a thrift store. And a lot of times they deliver. And going through 5 or 6 hours of hassle, but then you've got years of enjoyment. If you want great deals and you want a cool home that's built over time and it's in a reasonable budget, you gotta be willing to do that legwork. If not, that's why you're going to Amazon for 2-day shipping. This is just my personal philosophy, and some people don't like certain things that are used, which I understand. You know, some people don't want to buy upholstery or chairs or, you know, anything like that from a thrift store. That's fine. If you still kind of want that lived-in feel on a budget and you want cool stuff that nobody else has, you can look for side tables, lamps, art, mirrors, all those kind of things can be found vintage. But I really feel like vintage is part of having a home that is charming and found. That, at least that's just the way that I do it, because if I were to buy everything brand new from a store, I wouldn't be able to afford it. That's a lot of money. And plus now, things are just not available. They're not in stock. The shipping takes so long. I just don't think that that's a really realistic way to decorate at this point of where we are in life. I actually took Kelly Wersler's masterclass, and one of the lessons that she had was on telling a story. And I think in her class, she had mentioned that when she designed the Proper Hotel in San Francisco, which is really cool and funky and eclectic, she had made up this character, this like cool aunt that would like give Sunday tea parties and all the different china that she'd have collected from her travels of this like rich creative life. She had a whole character that she actually decorated the space around. And that's kind of tying back to the importance of having inspiration. Design is art. So you kind of like have to have a concept behind what you're doing. And so creating a character is part of that design inspiration that will give you intuitive ideas that you wouldn't think of from a logical mind. It's more like a creative thinking. And so in my space, you guys know that I love Parisian chic eclectic. Paris is my favorite place, and I just really love that style. But my character now, I'm actually calling it Paris, Texas. I've been using that hashtag on my Instagram posts lately because I really like this idea of combining Parisian chic and like Texas style. This is where we start to get creative and start tapping into what makes you you. So it's important to tell a story in your home. When someone says, oh, I really like this, you can talk about where you got it or where it's from or what it means to you. It's fun to live around things that have meaning and tell your story. I don't have a dining room. I chose to turn my dining room into my office because my work is my life. This is what I do. I record videos and I don't really need a dining table. And I'm the kind of person that when I have friends over, you know, I actually like to kind of sit on the floor. We eat around the coffee table, have music on, candle lights, like it's a very kind of casual feeling. And so I in my particular lifestyle, I really don't need a dining table. And I know when I had talked about in my previous video about finding that silk rug that I only paid $7 for and how I like it in my kitchen, someone had commented and said, like, silk is a very delicate material. How about a wool rug? It's like, girl, I already just, come on. My lifestyle is having a silk rug in the kitchen, actually. I am fussy. I do like glamour. I don't cook a lot. I am very clean. I'm always cleaning things. Like someone had also mentioned, like having a good glass coffee table is high maintenance. I am high maintenance. I'm always fussing and styling and moving things around. I like a particular thing. So for me, that does fit my lifestyle. If it doesn't fit it for you, then definitely don't do that. You should only take advice from people you actually respect. And if you're watching my videos, you know, I assume that you probably like have gotten some value out of my videos. These are just my opinions. You don't have to listen to like anything you don't agree with, but sometimes even I ask other designers and colleagues for advice on something that I'm working for, and you need to be open to that advice if you actually want to figure out how to solve your problems. I mean, if you have something that you haven't been able to figure out in your home and your solution is just to do it your way again, but with different things, you might not end up getting the result that you want. So when you are seeking the help of other people, you try to be open to that advice that you receive because you're going to get another perspective. I have a friend who knows everything about hair. She's the person who taught me about hair. And I just said, tell me what to do with my hair. And I just do it. I don't even question it. I do have to get my hair done, so it's not looking perfect right now. She's the same way with interior design. She's just like, help me with interior design. I don't know anything about it. You help me. So we're kind of like, because we love and respect each other and known each other for a long time, we trust each other's advice for the things that each other knows a lot about. So be open to the design advice that is shared from people that you do respect. And the last one is don't buy things just because other people like them. I've made that mistake a million times. There's a table lamp that I constantly see in Parisian homes all of the time. So all the Parisian it girls have this table lamp and I don't like it. So when I eventually see it, I'm not going to buy it because I know that if you buy things that you don't like but other people like them, you'll just be throwing your money away and in the end, you won't like it. So I hope this advice was helpful. If you felt like I missed anything, definitely let me know. Like I said, this is my opinion. I always get this comment of, who are the people that are able to say what is in and what is out? I do, because it's my channel. So I have the ability to say my opinions on my channel. You can agree, you can disagree. It's all fun here. I'm just sharing with you guys what I've known. I don't want you to waste money. I've wasted money. These are the things that have helped me not waste money and get a great style. So I hope it helped. Definitely subscribe, like for more, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.